They served together overseas and became best friends, and for more than 5 years that followed, a Marine from Lewiston tried adopting his friend, who just happens to be a bomb-sniffing dog.
And he's very cute. After 5 years of trying to clear a lot of roadblocks, his partner Mally is finally coming home.
KREM 2's Taylor Vido spoke with that Marine and joins us now with more on this heartwarming story.
Yeah, guys, well, not only heartwarming, but it's also happening to a local veteran. In Afghanistan, Nick Montez and his dog Mally were tasked with sniffing out danger in order to protect his fellow Marines. Now, Mally will be joining Montez for some well-earned R&R. Nick Montez of Lewiston used to be a cat person. Used to be. That'll change when he joined the Marine Corps and was paired up with Mally.
And, being with her constantly every day and being caring for her. I would give her IVs before we'd go out on patrol if it were a hot day.
Mally was trained as a bomb-sniffing dog. It was her and Montez's job to find explosives. As Mally looked out for Montez and his fellow Marines, he looked out for her.
I'd care for her, clip her toenails, massage her pads, clean her ears every week.
The two, well, they were a team. Montez says he was with Mally for a little over a year. After being discharged in 2012, Montez tried to make her a part of his family.
So when I put in for her adoption, I was just basically told, it was definitely going to be a while.
Mally and her trained nose were still in service. So for more than 5 long years, Montez would check in with the armed forces, asking when Mally could come home. Eventually, Montez says he stopped hearing back. That all changed when a friend of his contacted Senator Mike Crapo's office regarding his situation. Not long after that, he got a call saying Mally could be his.
It was a huge sense of relief because I've been trying so hard for so long. I felt like a weight had been lifted off my shoulders.
Mally was still serving, now with the Air Force at a base in Texas, but her retirement has finally come. And on Monday, Montez will fly to Texas to pick up his former partner.
That sense of purpose kind of made my bond with her stronger, if that makes any sense.
And guys, there's another neat part to this story. There's a nonprofit in Texas. They deal with dogs that have been in the service. They're paying for Montez's flight down to Texas to get the dog. He's received some donations personally, from friends, family, that sort of thing.
Sure.
He'll be giving those donations to that group in Texas and then to the animal shelter in Lewiston as well. Again, next week, this is all happening. He'll be flying back here into Spokane, so we will check in with him then.
He was his battlefield companion and so cute.
So pretty.
They were friends for months. Well, 7 years ago, a local Marine served alongside Mally, a bomb-sniffing dog. They served in Afghanistan together.
But after their mission ended, Mally and that Marine were separated.
Yeah, and tonight, following years of attempting to adopt her, Mally is back home. KREM 2's Taylor Vido has that story.
Well, it was years in the making, but Mally is finally back home with her handler here in the inland Northwest. And that former handler, Nick Montez, says what's going to follow for Mally will be years of comfort and belly rubs.
I'm still in shock, I think, honestly.
To say that former Marine Nick Montez of Lewiston loves his dog Mally would be an understatement. He adores her. Inside Mally's ear is her former military ID number.
It's R798, her tattoo number on her ear.
And on Montez's calf,
Got the same tattoo number now.
it was 7 years ago the two served as a team in Afghanistan, sniffing out explosives in order to protect the lives of Marines and civilians. Mally looked out for Montez, and he looked out for her.
She was also my first dog that I have ever had.
Once their tour of duty ended and they landed back in the States, Montez says Mally was abruptly taken away and reassigned to another handler and mission.
It was pretty rough. It was really tough, the separation. I wasn't ready for it. I didn't think it was pretty sudden.
So for 7 long years, Montez did everything he could to try to adopt Mally, but the military was still using her and her nose. Finally, earlier this month, Montez got the call that Mally was ready to come home.
And so she's officially retired yesterday.
With all the paperwork in order, Montez flew down to Texas to pick her up at an Air Force base there. And this morning, they arrived back in Spokane.
I mean, I don't think she'd been on a plane since we came back from Afghanistan.
When they were reunited yesterday, he says Mally didn't recognize him right off the bat, but once she smelled him, it all came back.
Right then, I was just in an immediate sense of shock and awe, and I was overwhelmed with joy and happiness.
Mally, who turns 9 later this year, is ready for some rest. Today, she's still in work mode, so to speak, but Montez is ready to show Mally the good life.
We're going to go home and and she's going to be a princess. You know, she's going to join my daughter in that venue.
And Montez says he has so many different people and organizations he wants to give a thank you to. Some nonprofits helped out. People donated money to help him get Mally back home. He says he owes a lot to everyone. At the Spokane airport, Taylor Vito, KREM 2 News.